What is up, YouTube? That means I'm happy, y'all. Shout out to the comment section, man. Hey, I'd rather just sit here and read all the comments, man. They love the song and everything. Check it out, man. First of all, I'm on the wrong video, right? Boom, we have Popcorn Planet, baby. Hey, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Thank y'all so much, man. Oh man, I'm hitting my bad. My feet hitting it's a switch that I turn the echo off and on. Anyway, check it out. At the end of the video, man, shout out to all my enders. At the end of the video, I'm gonna start playing a song and it's gonna be like a trivial question y'all can answer in the comments. My team and they just telling me this stuff, right? Anyway, the more comments we get, the more engagement we get, thumbs up comments and stuff like that, the bigger the channel, the faster the channel grow, I guess. I don't know this stuff, man. I'm just a man. I put forth my best effort to be up front. I'm the background guy. I'm supposed to be turning the buttons and tweaking and making sure you sound good. But nobody in the front ground was being real. Everybody fake. Where my glasses at? They got their little fake shades on and stuff. Watch this, y'all. They be like this. Then you got shooting guns. Why you never shot nobody? Then you got you know what I'm saying? All this fake stuff. Yeah, man, you know I got money. Look. Watch this, y'all. Yeah, I got money. And yeah, you know. This is fake money, by the way. I had a guy come over to the studio and they saw this. This is prop money. We were gonna shoot a video for somebody and that fell through because they don't have no money. But we had prop money, right? And I was talking to the guy and I showed him the prop money. The whole time we were having a meeting, he would not put this money down. Man, you know this could be real for real and all this stuff. And I'm like, this dude still holding on to that money. I said, dude, you know this is fake, right? Oh yeah, I'm just saying, but you know, it could be real. Let's put in some work, man. Anyway, check it out, man. We just did a Tisha Tales and we had Popcorn Planet. Check it out, man. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this guy because he looks smart. And the more I researched this dude, he was saying that they said that he worked for the government or worked for a police agency, and that's against the law to be in the to be on the jury. Then they start researching him and say, well, he lied. He don't even work for the government or work for whoever. He's a real estate agent. And I'm like, well, goddamn, well, why would he lie? Oh, well, you know what? It's some crazy people in this world. And now they saying that he just want attention. You know, he was on the jury. Tisha was saying that he was the most strangest acting or weird acting or whatever she was saying. When the jury come in, he the only one that's kind of looking around and really like sneaky or something. There's something about him is just like, ew. So we at Bombshell, Diddy's alternative juror, George, exposed, caught breaking rules and lying. He was lying. Well, maybe he was, maybe he not. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Let's check it out, man.
Huge shout out. New reports are coming out regarding George, the alternate juror from the Sean Diddy Combs trial, and how he may not be telling us the full truth. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and man, my red flags were going off like crazy when I saw that CNN interview where George, the alternate juror from the Sean Diddy Combs trial, was speaking for the jury, among other things. Well, huge shout out to Matthew Lewis over at Inner City Press. Please go support him, follow him. He's still on it, and he's bringing up new information about this juror that, I gotta be honest, is causing me a lot of concern. before we get to the story, I could use your help. I want you to go check out my second channel, Popcorn Palace. Yes, this was my royal channel. I know a lot of you sort of wrote it off because you didn't want to see Meghan and Harry stories all day. I didn't want to keep reporting them, to be honest, and I gave up for about a couple months. But now I've realized I can call out a lot of powerful palaces, if you will. This channel is going to become a new channel where I really speak truth to power. And yes, I'll still talk about the royals from time to time. A lot of my audience wants me to. But I'm getting into a new story that I really hope you will go see, because YouTube is not sending you these videos. Nobody wants you to see these videos. And this is an incredibly important case. If you are infuriated with the Diddy case, you should be equally infuriated with this case. And I hope you'll head on over there as I begin this journey and building more content over there that's going to speak truth to power. So please, I'll put a link down below. I'll put the iCard up there. It'll be, I think it's here. Check it out. Or at the end of the video, how about that? At the end of the video, go check that one out. Please subscribe, watch those videos. Let's see if we can get those numbers up, because man, the powerful people don't like some of this reporting. And I'm very suspicious about this juror. I always was. I will remain so. This alternate juror from the U.S. Sean Combs trial, who works for the United Nations, went on CNN and called the freak-off videos that the press was not allowed to see tame. When the UN official to get on the jury said over 2 days in May that the UN Office of Counterterrorism, where he works, never engages with law enforcement. Intercity Press reported publicly that that's false. The UN official, it seemed clear, wanted to badly get on this jury. And immediately after the 3 not guilty verdicts, 2 guilty verdicts, he appeared on CNN, identified as George, showing his face. He lied on CNN too. He said that the jurors were never told until the end who the alternates were. Matthew's ready to prove that wrong as well. False. He knew from the beginning that he was an alternate, the last 6 alternates who would deliberate only if 6 of the 12 actual jurors were knocked out. But he makes himself more newsworthy by claiming that until the end, he thought he could deliberate. He also makes representations about how other jurors responded to victim witness Don Ricard poorly, even though judge said the jurors and alternates should not discuss the case or witnesses until after the closings and legal charge. So he outed not only himself, it would appear he wants to sell the 350 pages of notes he bragged about, but also the other jurors. So let's look into this guy and what else was said here, because I think it's incredibly important. So here we go. For those critical reporting, alternate juror who told CNN he didn't know until the end that he was an alternate, I noted during the VR Dior in his claim that UN counterterrorism does not work with UN law enforcement was dubious. So following up. Now, Matthew's gone after the UN and he's had some rumbles with them before. They've kicked him out for asking questions they didn't like, it seems. And so they have a history. But he's tried to reach out to them for months about this issue, and they've been avoiding it. So that's issue 1. Why is he working for the UN, which we know he worked for, you admitted that, but then saying, well, it doesn't work with law enforcement when they often do? And why won't the UN respond and make this clear on the record whether he does or not? And is this guy really someone who worked for the UN? All important questions you'd think, but let's get through this.
You were an alternate, you did not deliberate, but did you agree with the final verdict?
I understood the final verdict, and I think if I,
that ain't what they asked you, though.
A copious amount of notes. Overall, I think 350 pages worth of notes. Because
publishers, you hear that? I have 350 pages of notes.
At the end, we weren't told who was an alternate, who was the main juror until literally the last second when they were reading when the judge was reading his entire statement at the end. It was like, the first 12 of you are the jurors, the last 5 are the alternates. So we didn't know, even in the jury room, no one treated everyone, we were equal, because we didn't know who was who.
Would you have acquitted?
Okay, well, Matthew's calling BS on that. It was made absolutely clear to the jurors and the alternates which ones they were, juror or alternate. They filed into the courtroom in the same order each day, jurors 1 through 12, then alternates 1 through 6. No, it's different in some stations, but for what it's worth, he makes very clear, no. They were led into the jury as the 12 jurors and the 6 alternates. He told the jurors and alternates at every break, don't speak with each other about the case. UN alternate George, who did not deliberate, told CNN unanimously, we all said, he also said he was a UN counterterrorism and that they don't work for law enforcement. But here's the other clip in question.
That I think, unanimously, we kind of all said, like, wow. Like, it was...
So unanimously, we all said, wow. Here's now, cut the instructions straight from the transcript of the case. Don't speak with each other about either the case, don't speak with anybody else, and don't look up anything. See you tomorrow. This was said all the time. Do not speak to each other about the case. Do not speak with each other about the case. Not until deliberation, which this guy wasn't a part of. He was an alternate. He didn't make it to deliberation. So how can he say we all unanimously thought?
I think unanimously we kind of all said like, wow.
I mean, when he said this, then I was confused. I was absolutely confused. Now, again, Matthew's gone after the UN spokesperson trying to get information. You can go follow Intercity Press and follow his tweets and get there. He's posted a lot of content about this, trying to get to the bottom of it. And it's kind of shocking that the UN spokesmen are ignoring it because they work for us. They're supposed to answer. That's the problem with a lot of this and why I created the second channel. People are afraid to call other people out when they actually work for us. The president, the UN, all these people we are the boss. We don't work for them. They work for us. And so we are allowed to criticize, ask questions, do what we want. There's no reason why we can't still ask about this case, which our president is labeling a waste of time. How dare he? A waste of time? Oh my God, please, get on over that. I don't want to hype it enough, but this is shocking what they're trying to cover up at this point. So it's no surprise that all these things are connected and everybody's getting off these crimes. Anyway, another clip.
The prosecution was showing more, just Cassie just sitting around.
The defense showed that.
Defense showed that, yeah.
Just her sitting around not engaged.
Which is it? The prosecution or the defense? And the news was so quick to correct him so he didn't sound shady. Did you catch that? I want you to watch that again.
The prosecution was showing more, just Cassie just sitting around.
The defense showed that.
Defense showed that, yeah.
Just her sitting around not engaging in sexual activity.
Yes.
The prosecution, when you had to have your headphones on and otherwise,
Yeah.
what were you seeing then?
There was sexual activity, but I mean, it wasn't really.
It was tame, is what he then went on to say. It was tame. I want to play one more clip. Here so you can really see how this guy spoke for the entire juror, because even Matthew hasn't posted this one, and this one stood by me a lot. And I don't think it made my first video. So watch this and listen closely. They're asking the credibility of Cassie.
Obviously, Cassie Ventura testified visibly pregnant for days.
Yes.
How did her testimony impact you in your understanding of the case?
It did. I listened, we listened very intently. It was, I think,
Take a shot every time he says we.
5 days or forever of thing. And, it was very riveting. And it was very riveting testimony and very credible testimony.
You believed her?
I mean, I think we did. I mean, she wouldn't have done all this just to come up there and, lie about everything. So no, I don't think even the defense didn't come out and say or anything like that.
Did the money that...
You see, he said we like 4 times there. We all felt this. We all thought this. Dude, how do you know what they all thought? You're not allowed to talk to them about the case. So were you talking about the case? Now, he's an alternate, so some might say, well, it doesn't matter. He didn't really affect the outcome. But he's revealing, and if he's telling the truth, the jury was talking about the case. Who else was talking about the case? This is a big deal. So was somebody else out there sort of feeding people throughout the trial? Like, oh, yeah. And then rewind, he believes Cassie. Oh, yeah. Why would anyone come up there and make all these lies? Good question. But you didn't think it was ST. You didn't think it was Rico. It was consensual. So do you believe her or not? Because she said it wasn't always consensual. All it takes is one time. And there's a lot. Now you've caused this whole community online that's just like applauding Diddy's freedom. The same guy who finished on Biggie's shirt, apparently on some new lawsuit, finished inside a shirt of Biggie Smalls, filled with, with Diddy, pure Diddy in that shirt, pure liquid Diddy in that shirt, and then throws it on the dude, getting it all over the dude, the accused. I mean, I'll be honest, after sitting through that trial as Gene Deal, this guy's a demon, and this stuff wouldn't surprise me at all. This is the kind of stuff he's doing. This is the guy we're celebrating. This is the guy we're glad. Yeah, he wasn't Rico. Even though the juror admits that, yeah, we believed her. She was credible. Why would she come up there and make all that up and just lie? Yeah, it was credible. But then you didn't believe her. You actually didn't believe her. This guy's absolutely full of crap. He's trying to play it all ways to sell his 350 pounds of notes, is what's happening. And shame on the media for not going more aggressive on him. They're literally tipping him off. Oh, so you meant this. You didn't mean that, right? Oh, sorry. I don't want you to catch you in a lie because, we paid you a lot of money for this exclusive when we promised we would do a softball interview. Is what I assume is what's happening here. I can't prove that, but it's commonplace in the media for that kind of thing to happen. And so CNN's softball here, not picking up. Well, which one is it? Did you often get confused? I would have picked up on that immediately. Is that common? Do you know the difference? What specifically did they show you? Like, no, they weren't here to actually try to rattle the case and get to the truth of this. They did a puff piece that paid this guy off, who's clearly out there, in my opinion, it seems to me, trying to sell his book. Which, tell me I'm wrong, George. Are you not going to try to publish your notes as a book? Because you'll only prove me right then if you do, and shame on you that you're just trying to get a payday out of all this when you believed Cassie. Oh, gross. Absolutely gross. And all you people out there celebrating this, how can you not think this is questionable? Oh, yeah, it's not conspiracy theories. Come on, Andy. Are you nuts? This dude is a walking red flag. Tell me I'm not. And I why are we not talking about this? Why are you not all clicking on this? I don't care what side of the political spectrum you are on. This is shameful. So head on over there next. First, make sure you're subscribed here. Hit the bell for all alerts. Smash that like button as well if you haven't already. I'm going to get feisty on both channels. Throw that thumbs up as well. Leave your comments. But then click on that video on the left. Head on over to Palace. We're gonna change it up. Tell me what you think. I could use your support. YouTube doesn't want me to. They don't want me to talk about this stuff. But do you? Let me know down below.
Man, that is crazy. I don't know. Y'all let me know, man. I'm over here like stuck on stupid, man, because I'm trying to figure out your word choice that you're saying is not it's not helping us believe you. Why are you even doing this? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man, below. I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.